welcome to Pantheon of the Geeks. You join us for an unboxing of...
Warcry!
Okay, so Paul's...
That was lighter in the first edit.
It was, actually.
That's why I had to do it differently.
I was
trying to restrain myself.
I was on the ceiling when he shouted, Warcry! Oh, I was like... Ah. So Paul's been absolutely waiting to get his hands on this.
Now I have.
For the past 2 weeks we've been talking about nothing else. And looking at rules and all the different different mobs that you can get in and stuff. Not mobs, but war bands and stuff like that. Yeah. Gangs.
Teams.
Yeah. Teams.
Gang.
Tag teams.
I don't know.
Yeah. But we've been talking a lot about it. So now we've finally got it.
Age of Sigmar. Warcry. Starter skirmish combat in the mortal realm.
Shall we just get this wrapped
yes.
up and then you can have a look at it?
Just out of interest.
It's a massive box.
It's huge.
Absolutely
huge.
That's everything that you get in it, so nice scenery, which looks awesome.
So Claire has claimed the Iron Golems.
Yeah.
Curses. So I'll be left with the Untamed Beasts.
Although, the more you've been looking into them and looking about their history and stuff, the more you've been saying to me they look really interesting.
Yeah, they do actually. I'm quite happy with that.
Oh no, I just find that they look very corn.
Corn.
Just shout corn.
Corn.
Yeah.
There we go. Right. This thing's heavy.
It is.
Cumbersome. Come on. Open up. Spill your goodness across the table.
Whoa.
Ooh, black.
Black. But I'm looking at all this lot in here. Look at that.
Oh, the smell of new. I've just broken something. The smell of new plastic and books and.
Oh yeah, now I'm getting the smell. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Right, so here are the sprues. This is definitely Untamed Beast sprue. There we go.
There's some of the Iron Golem sprue.
Yes, definitely them.
Yeah. We have part of the walkway there.
So it's part of, that's like,
walkways and such.
Bit of scenery.
Yeah. What else have we got there?
We have some chaos turkeys. And some harpies, I think.
Okay.
On the sprue though.
It's like Christmas this, isn't it?
Oh, look at this.
So more chaos beasties.
Yes, and some more Iron Golems.
Oh, Iron Golem.
Golem. There's some more harpies and some more. Are they what are they called? Raptors? I'll find out. We'll find out when we get to the bottom of this box.
If we get to the bottom of the box.
There is no bottom. It's endless. Endless models. There we go. So that's some more Untamed Beasts stuff. What the heck is part 17? It's part 17, everyone. It's a circle. What is it? Secret circle. No. And then we've got some more hell chickens or whatever they are.
To me that looks like there's something missing off that.
It does. That's what's concerning me. But we shall see. And we have more scenery. And more scenery. And more scenery. And more scenery. This goes on. I'm the head of Sigmar.
Do you know what? That's what part 17 is.
There we go. It's not missing then.
It's just come off in the box, hasn't it? And they've been packing it.
It's alright. I was nearly nasty complaining like going in there. Right, some more things. Right. And we have the divider, which is becoming tradition. And with a massive poster-esque picture of Warcry on it. Beneath the veiled box of Warcry, we have the board, and we have all the tokens there. Here we go. And beneath this, crushed under the weight of so much models, we have the card packs. There are 4 card packs. We have some more cards. We have a random base. We have more cards. We have Warcry, the anthology book advert. Then we have the actual core rulebook. Excellent.
That's one thing I've I'm not saying. Bases.
Yes, I'm assuming they're underneath the wasted, destroyed box.
Feels like it, actually.
The dice that you see.
Oh, there we go.
Many bases.
Many bases. We have
and bags.
Many
plastic
pieces.
Ziploc bags. I'm so excited at bags.
Okay, well, at least I know what to get you for Christmas.
Yes.
These
And
kind of bags.
A ruler of plasticness. +2 to wobble. And then we have bases. More bases. I think it's the smell of the plastic. I think the fumes have started to addle my mind.
Addle your brain, that's
My
fine.
plastic driven chaos mind. Right, what have we got here?
Then you just got black.
All presented with a nice black box.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
There's a lot in there.
There is. Many, many things. Of thingness. There we go. So, the rulebook also has instructions in the back. I was wondering where they were.
I was going to say we'd need instructions.
No, we've got to make it. We've got to sort of
make it up ourselves. Okay.
Don't have to stop giving instructions. We just have to make it. Well, we've done it right in the past.
Well, that's true when we've been doing it ourselves.
Right. So we have a rule summary. And what's in the box. And we have the How to Build Models book, which is all in colour with some painting guides on the back. Brilliant. Excited. Excitement's got to me.
It has.
Because we've been waiting so long.
I think it's because you've been waiting so long and talking about it for so long as well.
Genuine excitement.
Yeah.
That's the normal sort of put on excitement.
In all honesty, I'll probably be like this with the sisters when they come.
Yeah, you will. So 4 of these. Okay. What have we got there?
We've got the board.
So we've got the double-sided board. Oh, look at that. And then it opens up. And then the fleshy interior.
Yeah. And that's the other side.
The hard outer edge and the fleshy interior of the board. So that's the double-sided board, which you will see again very soon. In the next video, where we're actually going to play a game before we've painted it, where you actually get to see us play a game for a change. What have we got here?
These are tokens.
Tokens. You've got the tokens. So look at the cards.
If you could see our room now, Paul is literally bouncing off the walls with excitement.
Yeah. I just took a big swig of Coca-Cola before I started as well, so the caffeine is coursing through my veins. Right. So here are the cards. If you've not seen these already, they've been in like Games Workshop's independent retails for at least a week, and I've been perusing them. But here they are. So, I think Claire is taking those out. I have no idea what any of these are called, by the way.
Could be Bob and Fred for all we know.
Could be. Hopefully in our next video we shall go through what all these points cost. So that's Hammer. That's Whip Lady. That's Iconicus the Bearer. That's Hammer's friend, Hammer 2. That's Shield Boy. That's Iron Beard Face. That's No Hands McGee. That's Whip Man, friend of Whip Lady, and Mini Hammers. Then we have the Harpies and the razor spine things. What are they called? Chaos Turkeys. Then we have some blank cards for reasons which will become apparent, I hope. Awesome. So we have 4 boxes of mystery. I believe this is going to work a bit like the cards we've got with the General's Handbook.
Okay.
So I believe that you use the cards to pick your missions and the battle layout and everything. So I think that's what they're for. We will get to that. I have a whole pile of plastic right in my way. I'm like I'm crawling over it. And Claire's punching those bits out. So where do we start with the instruction? Tell us everything we've got in there. Okay, that's nice. And we'll start with the iron golems. Right.
Ooh.
So you don't have to sit through us moving all this stuff out of the way. We shall return in one moment with the iron golems and we shall start to put them together. Okay, so Claire's unwrapped the cards here. Okay, well you've unwrapped the boxes, but there is further wrapping inside.
You're joking?
No?
Well, what is the point of having them all separately wrapped if they're all wrapped again inside?
I don't know. I didn't wrap them. It's a wrap within a wrap. It's wrapception. Come on, unwrap them.
Do you know how long it's taken me to get that stuff off?
Half as long as it'll take you to do the rest. Chop, chop. Go, go, go.
Joking.
We'll be backing them up. Try again. Okay, guys, we're back. We'll do the iron golems first, and then get the 2 gangers out of the way at least. Before we take a look at any of the cards and everything. We'll see where we go, basically. Yeah. Right, so the iron golems. We have part A32, which is this bit here. We have A31 and A33, which is the legs. So this is the ogre breacher for the iron golems. We've got the hammer hand, which is A36 and then A35, as well as the 2 ends of the hammer, which is A38 and 37.
Ooh, okay.
We also have some groin jingly stuff for chainmail. That's actually, it's bum chainmail, sorry, not groin chainmail. I thought it was a tabard, it's a bum cover. And then we have A39 and A40, which are all those pieces there. Right, so it kind of looks pretty straightforward. We have the leg going on, it's going to go on there. Does that attach in there? Or is that the... Yeah, that's the back of it. So that's going to attach onto there, like so. Leaving all this bit open. And then we have this bit here, which is going to attach, that's the head, and that's the kneecap. And there's a little plug on the kneecap for that to go into as well. So that needs to go on there. The hammer hand, 2-piece together, then the ends go on. Straightforward enough. The mace hand, just these 2 pieces, straightforward enough. And then the bum cover, I'll just go over that bit there. So, it looks pretty straightforward to put together, so we'll get him together, that's no problem. Next up is the, which dude's this? Is this the... This is the Dominar, is it?
Dominar, yeah.
The Dominar, this is the boss. So this is waving a hammer over my head dude. So he has a main body, mainly that's together, it's just covering hammer fascia, the head and the like body armour that goes on there. Then we have the front legs armour, which can go on there. Take it, we turn it around, and that's the back piece. That's straight enough, straightforward enough. Yeah. So that's on a 40mm base, and this guy's on a 32mm base as well. We have a whole plethora of different size bases with this. And then we have the next one, who's also on a 32mm base. This is the
Drill Master.
Drill Master. So this is the whip girl. So that's the whip. This is the girl. So we have the main body, which is A20 and A22. So head and boob plate go on there. And then we have A21, which goes on there, and is the leg, and then both arms. So that arm is going to have to go on this side, sort of swirling around, and that arm is going to have to go on this side. These look really straightforward to put together actually. So we'll start off by putting these 3 together. If there's any issues, I'll come back in between, otherwise we'll come back with the 3 finished models and then we can continue. Okay guys, so we have one ogre breacher, who is probably singly my favourite model in the box, to be fair. He's just awesome. Not that any of the others I don't like so far, and I want to put the other 2 others together too. So, yeah. So we have the Dominator. There he is. Was it Dominus? Dominator.
Dominar.
Dominar. Close. And then we have the Drill Master. There she is. Some cool motion on that model again. That's the first 3. Now we're moving on to the next 2 on this page. So we have the Armator, who's really difficult to put together. He's 2 parts. I'm sure he's a dwarf. Those 2 parts go together onto a base. In fact, I might do both pages because that was so easy. Okay, so next we have an option. So we can either build the, has he got a
28. Is that 28?
28 mil?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Is that a different size base?
Yeah, you've got little tiddly bases.
Oh my word.
Base and that base.
So that's a 25 mil base, standard old fashioned one. It's a brand new 28 mil base I've never seen before. And then you got a 32 mil base. Alright, okay. I didn't even realise we're getting different size bases. Seems a long way to go just for a single dwarf.
I can see what those might be.
Hint. Squats. There we go. So,
Yeah.
as I was about to say, this guy can be made into either the signifier or the prefector. So there we go. So I did get the cards out so we can have a look. And so the signifier card, which we scanned through before, 120 points. Those are his stats: range 1, 3 attack, 4 strength, 2, 4 crit, 4 movement, 4 toughness, 15 wounds, and this ability here, which I'll cover in a second. And then we have the Prefector, who's 5 points more. His weapon is identical apart from the fact he does extra crit damage. And the rest of his stats are the same. Different skill though. So the Prefector, he comes with the double, you can see that on there, this one here, double, and that's a spine crushing blow. So you have the value of this ability to the strength characteristic of the next attack made by this fighter. This activation has a range of 3 or less. The Stand Defiant is until the end of the battle, add +1 toughness characteristic to friendly fighters while they're in 6 inches of this fighter. So they're both very good abilities. I think Claire's chosen the signifier though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the other options would have been those 2 parts just took away, which was A49.
And A50. So
A50.
there we go. So that's that one, and this hand
So
that's holding like a helmet.
So it would be the optional hand, which is quite awesome.
Mm.
And the other hand's holding a helmet. Also cool. But in this case, we are going to be using A25, A26, which again, that actually went together like that. And then A27, which is the small hammer by his side. We have this bit,
A28.
A28, which is his front armour, which is going to go over the top of that. 2-part standard, or signifier, which is A30, which goes on the top of this, which almost looks like a giant crossbow, or staff, in some format, which is A29. That's going to go onto there, and then he's going to be holding it. So, we'll stick these 2 together. And then we'll move on to this page. We may as well continue. So we have another option straight away, and it's whether to have a bolas or an extra hammer. And again, we have both options here. So the extra hammer is 70 points and the bolas is 65. As you can see on the cards though. Now, what does this mean? Well, the stats are identical. It's literally just the weapon that's different. If you look, the only difference is double hammers gives him an extra attack. Yeah, so we've got 2 there and 3 there. That's the only difference. All the stats are the same. The bolas, you get a range 3 weapon, which is quite handy. With 3 attacks, strength 3, does a bit less damage. I think that's a better option. 5 points less.
Yeah.
There we go.
So take that hammer away.
So that's what that one went down.
Yep.
So that's a 32mm base. Is that 28mm base?
28.
So that's a 28mm base. Again, strange. So we have here A6, A7. Then we have the bolas itself, which is A9.
And A8.
And A8, which is the other arm. That's it. That's the dude put together. So what's next?
Oh, just 2 legionaries, just box standard legionaries. Again, that's got an option. So that's A1.
Yeah.
A2, A3, A4, and then we've got A5, which is like a club, or A6, which is like it's like a mace almost with a little chain thing. So
cool. What about over there?
Over here we've got A12, A10, which is the main body, A12, which is the breastplate, A11, which is the shoulder pad, A13 shield, and then again A14, which is a mace, or A48, which is like an axe, with the spikes, lots of spikes on. Well, it's not an axe, it's like a hammer.
And these again are all 28mm bases, aren't they? So that makes these 3 at the bottom of the page. So we'll go ahead.
We've got add-ons of these little bolas. The little boluses kind of on the...
Yeah, cool.
So I probably won't use one for him because he's already got his bolus out, so...
Calm down, family show. So, it's not really. Sorry if you are watching this in your family, I do apologise in advance. Well, not even in advance, too late now, isn't it?
It's been and gone.
Yeah. Right, so we'll go ahead and glue these guys together and come back. I think that's it then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the full gang?
That's a full gang.
Oh, the gang's all here. So there are different options. So imagine when they bring another box out of these, you'll be able to have different options on.
I think they'll bring out box sets for both of them as a side-on. Like side.
It'd be interesting when we get like a gang on its own, see how many options are in one of those as well. That'll be next week though.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Right, so let's get these guys together on these new 28mm bases, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, so here's the rest of the gang. There is that dwarf, the Armator. I'm sure it's a dwarf. Looks like a dwarf. I'll have to read the lore and see if he is. It makes sense. We have the Signifier. A cool model. Then we have the 3 Iron Legionaries. So we have the Iron Legionary with the bolas. There he is. And the other 2 Iron Legionaries with, I think they just come out like standard club, these dudes. Pretty cool though with those shields, I like the shields they've got. And 2 completely different stances as well. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, a little bit jelly actually. They're awesome. Okay, so that's Iron Golems. Now we'll move on to the Untamed Beasts. So now we move on to the Untamed Beasts. We're going to start with the, is it the Heart Render? Who is actually the boss of these guys. So we have only a few pieces for him. So there is 1 leg, body, arm. He's in a very barbarian stance. Sort of reminds me of like the old Warhammer Quest Barbarian or something like that. That's the cloak. So that's B30 and B29 for the body, B31 for the cloak. Then we have the head, which is
B32.
B32. It's kind of a classic Chaos trope with the star above the head. So that's going to go on there. And then we have his sort of like fist of horns, horny fist. That's going to go on there as well. So we'll stick that together. And that's on the 32mm base. Next up we have, it's the first Fang.
Yeah.
This is probably by far the coolest miniature in this gang, as far as I... And there's cool miniatures all around. I mean, the leader's cool, and the rock tusk thing, that's cool. But I think this guy with the huge harpoon is friggin' awesome. So we have parts B23 and B24, and let's go together like that. Then we have part B28, which is on there. Also the leg, yeah, I thought something missing, which is B25. So I'm not sure which. Yeah, so it says stick the back on and stick the leg on. So we'll try that. If there's a problem, we'll come back. And then we have the harpoon itself, which is this huge thing. Which is B26. And his head, which is B27. And that's another 32mm base. That finishes him off. Next up we have the Beast Speaker. So she is part B36, B37. She's the legs. She's in a running position. B34. Body. B35. Cloak and dagger. And then we have B38, is it? And B39. Yeah. That makes up the head. That's another 32mm base. Again, these are pretty straightforward to put together. They're literally just pushing into place. As long as you've taken off all the flash and all the bits of sprue that are left on it, they're going together no problem. So next up we have
the Rock Tusk.
This is the Rock Tusk Prowler. He consists of
B40 and B41.
Yep. So
and
those two
also
parts.
B42.
Which is the head with the tusks. One.
Next is the B43, which is the actual tusks.
Yep.
And then B45, which is one of the arms.
Yep.
And then B42, which is the other arm. And that goes on a 40mm.
Like front paw, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a lion hound thing.
Esque thing, yeah.
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 So that was pretty straightforward
Yep.
to put together.
And then we've got the Prey Stalker.
Yep.
With Sawtooth Blade or Prey Stalker with Fanged Axe. So again, you've got an option with
This
what
is
you
the
want.
same guy, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's B20 and B19.
Yeah. Two parts.
B21 for the
Which is
cloak.
back.
B22
No,
for the
that's just the weapon. Isn't
weapon, yeah. So B22 for the sword.
Yep.
B50 for the axe, and that's on a 28mm base.
28mm base. This 28mm base is really confusing me.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going, oh, that's a 25. No, it isn't 25mm base. It's 28mm base. They're so similar. It's really confusing. That's making me think that's not a 32mm base. It's going, oh, it's playing with my mind.
You're messing with my mind.
You're thinking they're 40mm. I'm like, no, that's too small. So I'm going to stick these guys together. I think I'm going to go for this badass weapon.
I'll take that off then.
I'm not sure there's any difference in the rules with these actually. Unlike the Iron Golems, you get all the fancy stuff.
Oh, okay.
But we'll have a look.
Fancy pants.
Yeah, I like that one. We'll go with that. Right, so I'm going to stick these guys together, then we'll come back and we'll have a look at the rest. Okay, guys, so here is the Heart Eater. Is it Heart? What was it? Heart Eater. There he is. Looks pretty awesome. And then we have the first fang. There he is. Then we have the Beast Speaker. Where is she? She's a very cool model. I like her. A lot of motion in that one again. Then we have the Rock Tusk Prowler. Straightforward. And the Prey Taker with the Sawtooth Blade. That's actually a pretty cool model as well. If you're putting these together, quick tip, when you put this guy together, this part here, which is attached to the actual body, has a little bit that attaches to the harpoon, and it goes just in front of the hand. It does have quite a good picture in the manual, but just so you know, when you're lining this up, glue that bit on there. Helps a lot. Right, so next up, we've got another Prey Taker with which parts?
B14 and B13, B15 and B18.
That's a piece of base, isn't it?
Yeah, B16, and then you've got a choice of B49 or B17.
Is it a different weapon or is it the same?
I think it's the same. I think it's just a different weapon. So
from the picture, yeah, it's a fanged axe, regardless of which one you pick. Yeah, so
That's the
fell
one.
off the sprue
That's
as
the
well.
bit that fell off the sprue.
I'm going to use that one because
Okay.
nothing can escape me. You can try. Right, what else do we have?
Next ones we've got all the planes runners.
Okay.
So we've got B1
Yeah.
and B2, B4 and B3, and then we've got B5 and B6, B7 and B8, and then B9 and B10 and B12 and B11, and then you've got these additional knives, which is B46, B47 and B48, and
So any
they're
of them
on,
will go on any model.
yeah,
Is that right?
they're on 25.
They're the
I think
25.
it goes on those three, yeah, but
Cool.
any of them.
Right, I think we've done that right, because then after this we've got 6 of those bases,
Yeah.
which are for the, what are they called?
Raptorix.
Raptorixes, that's it. Chaos Turkeys. And then we've got 6 of the
6 of
32
them.
mil bases left for the Furies.
Harpies.
I don't know, they are Furies, aren't they? Chaos Furies.
Probably.
I think they are. Or Furry.
Fury.
Right, so we'll go ahead and stick these 4 models together, then we'll come back and we can look at the last of the Unmade gang. Not Unmade. Untamed
Untamed.
Beast. That's another week. Okay, so there is the Plains Runner with the Fanged Axe. Pretty awesome. Again, you can have 2 different axes with that. Quite like that one actually. The other one's a double-headed one. So there's some options, again, in the future. Then we have the 3 Plains Runners. These guys are all pretty standard. Then we have the optional sort of knife on the back. I don't think it does anything else in game, it's just a visual thing. These 3 guys though, when you put them together, they be very careful because they will draw blood if you're not careful. They are very spiky, especially in weird areas you wouldn't imagine, like the bands around the legs and stuff like that. They've got spikes sticking out all over the place. So be very careful with these, they're spiky. Right, so that is the Untamed Beasts gang. So I'll put them on camera in a second. And we can then start on the Raptorixes. So Prey Taker, 3 Plains Runners, and Destroyer, Executioner, first fang in it. And the Beast Speaker. There we go. So that is going to be my first Warcry band, and the first one you'll probably see in action when we get playing. So next up, we're on to the Chaos Beasties, which come with the game. So what we'll do, we will move on to those. Okay, so we're back with the Hell Chickens. The Raptorixes. Raptorix.
So we've
Yes,
got
what have we got here?
2 of each, so you've got 2 C4s, 2 C5s.
Right, so there's 3 different models.
Yeah.
And 2 versions of each. Right.
Yeah. So this one comprises of the body of C1 for the body, C2 for the paws, C2 there, C3 for the other, well, legs,
Yeah.
almost, chicken legs, C4 for the wings, and C5 for
So that's
the
the
wings.
full body, isn't it?
Yeah, it's full body.
Alright. So there's not a 2-part body, that is just the full
It's
body.
the full body.
And then the legs go on either side.
Yeah.
Where that gap is.
Mhm.
Alright, cool.
And
That's
then
straightforward enough.
kind of like you build all the bodies first, and then you've got an assortment of heads and
So you can
fans at the
can
back.
put various heads and fans on different bodies.
Looks like it.
Alright, so even though you've only got 3 bodies, you
Yeah.
can,
You can build them however you
See, it
want.
looks that way. So the bodies go together like that, do they?
Yeah.
And then the wings. So the legs will go on, and then the wings will go on in those sockets. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and build the bodies, and then we'll come back to attach the heads. Okay, so we've got 2 each of the bodies together. Fairly straightforward. There we go. So now it's optional collars, is it?
Yeah, so we've got collars from C16, C17, 18, 19 and 20.
Right.
So they're all different sorts of fans, if you will. So there's some that are flat out, there's some that are curled up.
I don't know which way around these go. They go back. Oh, it seems to fit, doesn't it? It's like it goes backwards, and then you get the different heads.
Yeah, so you get through from C21 through to C26.
And that just fits on there.
Yeah, so they're all optional. It's up to you how you build them, really.
Yeah, we'll mix them up a bit, try and make it a bit random. And then glue them to the bases. So we'll come back with some finished Raptorixes, and then we can move on to the next models. Okay guys, so there is a Raptorix. These are actually, I really like these actually, and I've put them together. I've seen them up close. I thought it looked a bit daft when I first saw them. But actually, they kind of remind me of sort of like, I suppose the sort of collars that they've got, or kind of like the Dilophosaurus from, is it Dilophosaurus, whatever
Something
it is.
like that from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, the one that spits acid into Nedry's eyes. That one. He's mocks when he first gets there, just stares at him. Kind of reminds me of that, but with wings. Yeah. Pretty cool, those actually. So, yeah, you do have some options, because obviously you've got different sort of frills and you've got different heads you can play around with. There's a few spare actually, wasn't there?
There is actually, yeah, so you could probably use them on something else.
So yeah, that's pretty awesome actually.
You've changed your mind on them?
I wasn't too sure from the picture. I thought it looked a bit like giant turkeys. But you know, they do look quite vicious actually. I could imagine them actually hunting in the pack and just like mobbing you, and you'd be like, oh, and they're just like ripping you to shreds, like feathered piranhas or something. I don't know. They look good. I like them. So these are the Furies next. So there's 3 different ones, 2 of each. I think these are. I don't think there's as many options on these, is there?
No, I think they're just standard.
These are pretty. So I can see these coming out as separate box sets later on. You know what I mean? One's
yeah, definitely.
Got quite a lot of options. This one's got. Yeah. They look cool. So we've got C33, which is this leg. Then we have this weird. That on itself looks like some sort of weird ghost. It's like something from Ghostbusters. I don't know. That's its body and knife. So that's C32. And then we've got the leg. The other leg. That's one leg. That one is, what's that? C34. And then we have wing number 1, which is C35. Wing number 2, which is C36. And C37, which is Rick Sanchez. I mean, it's this head here. What is Rick's? Something like that, isn't it? I'm Rick C something. Oh, I need to have a look.
You need to have a look.
It's C something. Right. Okay. So these look like they go pretty easily together. I mean, let's have a look. Yeah. Is it that way? It is that way. So the leg on there. The leg, and then we have wing. So we have this back bit here. So it looks like one wing goes on. Is that on that side? So it looks like it should go on there. Oh yeah, fits into the neck, and leaves a hole for the other wing to go into. Then the head goes on. So I'll go ahead and stick this one together while we get the other parts off for the next one. Okay, so. It's the first Fury. They look awesome. There's so much sort of motion in these. Again, like a lot of these models.
It's really cool.
It's really quite delicate as well. It looks impish, shall we say. As opposed to like a fully fledged demon, it's more like a nasty imp. Cool. Right, so that's the first 2. So there's 4 more, again 2 of each. So we have C27, C28 and C30. C30 being the body, C27 being the head and arm, front arm, so that sort of fits on the front there. And then we have C28, which is sort of the back leg. So this one's on the ground, isn't it? It's sort of like sat on the ground.
Crouched down, this one.
Being all cowardly and menacing at the same time. And then we have the other leg, again crouched. And then finally the arm and wing, which are one piece. And obviously they'll fit into that groove on there. So then we have the last one, who is...
he's got C39 and C38.
Yeah.
And then you've got C41 and
Didn't look like they
C40.
Pretty straightforward.
And then C37.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, C42 for the head.
So again, this one looks like it's got some like rubble on the base that it's holding on to. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and put these together. If there's any issues, I'll come back. Otherwise, we'll come back with the completed Furies. Okay guys, so there we go. Two of those guys. And then the one that's on the ground, carrying down. There we go. Pretty good actually. I really like these models. Nice.
Different.
They are. I mean, they're all really good details. I mean, these always look cool to me, but I'm pretty impressed by the Raptorixes. No, I'm not impressed by anything else. Right. Scenery. Finally made it to the scenery. More things to put together. So we're going to be starting with the bell tower, which requires part A1, A2. The bell itself is made from A7, A8, and is that it? Is that part of the bell tower? It is, isn't it? There it is. Ooh, that's big, isn't it? So these are very much like the Azurite Ruins in the design, with that sort of like triple hollowed out effect that they've got on. This looks very much like a Sigmarite version of a Skaven bell. Well, I suppose a Skaven bell's kind of a stolen Empire Sigmar bell anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go for that.
Yeah. So that is a 1, that is a 2. It's quite bulky. It's darker plastic, so it's pretty well detailed though. And it has a similar but not the same connections as the Azurite Ruins. The Azurite Ruins have got lots of connectors in there if you've never seen them, and they sort of like push together, and you can actually not get away with not gluing them. These definitely need to glue them. Very similar connectors. You probably could connect them up. I'd have to test it. I don't have anything to test it with, but just looking at it, it looks like it's the same sort of like 45-degree angle. So you might have to cut the other connectors out of the other one, but you probably could connect them up if you wanted to like do a kit bash with some of the scenery, which is quite an interesting idea actually. This thing goes the other way around. I was right actually, it was the very one I was trying to put it on. That goes on there. Then we have the bell, which is the 3 parts. Obviously this part is the actual ring part of the bell. I don't know what was it called?
It's probably got a name and
It's probably got some official name, which escapes us.
Yes.
That bit goes into there, and then obviously this bell will then attach onto here, like so. That bit just smoothing down. And then next up we have a 12
that's
and
13.
That's a 13, is it?
13, yeah.
Which is a skelly bubble. So it looks like, are they actually hanging? Or
I think
are they
they're
in
actually
those alcoves?
in the alcoves themselves.
Right, so they actually fit in those alcoves. Kind of looks like the alcoves have existed and then people put skeletons rammed in there.
And then there's the other one.
As opposed to them being ornamental, I think they're real.
Ew.
And then we've got A3, is it? which is the other side of the...
Yeah.
So, I'll go ahead and glue these parts together, and then we can be getting on with the next piece. Okay, so that's what we're up to so far. Next up, we have... so this is like a platform. We've got this platform here. We also have these two little pieces of wood. This is a 9x10. So this appears to fit here. Appears to. Yeah, so that's going to go on there. Then we have these two little mysteries. I think that's one of the skeletons falling out. Mm-hmm. Right, so we have grooves here. So we've got this one, which has two little dots which seem to match that. So these are pointing upwards. So we've got like a support frame being built here. And then this one has a line on it there. So that one's going to go on that side where there is a line gap there. So I'll go ahead and retrieve that skeleton and then stick this platform on. Back in a moment. Okay, so we have the two frames on. This one's actually longer than the other one, but I think it's just meant to look a bit skew-whiff on purpose. We have that on there. Then we have the upper platform, which again has these little nodules there, which should fit onto the nodules. They look different basically, these little holes, to sort of like line it up. That's going to go on there. Then we have this piece at the front, that's going to line up against that and go in there. Now we have two more of these annoying skeletons that want to keep falling out of the alcoves. We have an A12 and an A13 again, and they're going to go on this side next to the bell. So I'll go ahead and stick them on. Once they're on, we have this ladder set, which should attach onto there once that's in place. We have this steps. This is a ladder. I was looking at the ladder when I was talking, that was it. This, I don't know if it goes any particular way. I'll let you know after I've put it on. I think that might be the bottom because it's quite flat. Yeah, I'd say that's the bottom. Yeah, I'd be going with that's the bottom, that's the top. This is going to sit here, attached to that platform. And then we have these sort of like cages with skeletons in. They're going to go on these sides here. So, there you go, see? It's got A16 and A15, they're going to go on the sides. So I'll go ahead and stick this together and the bell tower should be done. Okay, so here is the bell tower. This is still drying, so I'm trying not to pick it up. There we go. It's pretty funky actually. A detail on there for the scenery. It's good. I don't know whether it's intentional or not, but if you've got enough room left on your base, you can kind of wedge them on the steps. But you'd have to have enough space left on your base, because if you try with one like that, it's not going to stay on. So I'm not sure whether that's intentional or not, to be fair.
You won't have to put anything on your bases either. Yeah,
you can get like the sand or the the astral granite type effects.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to put anything really cool, or like rocks and stuff. It just wouldn't fit. But I don't think that's a game mechanic from it. Having a quick look at it, so I just think that's
fluff.
Not just because the way they're spaced. There we go, so that is the bell tower. So, I should move that out of the way. It's actually stuck to the page. Right, so we're moving on to the statue head now. So the street people say, that's not statue, that's wood. It is wood, because there's like a wooden construct that's attached to it if you've not seen it before. And then we've got the statue head underneath it. So we start by building the wooden construct, which is D1. D5, D6. We have these two pieces here, D2 D3. And then we have D7.
And D4.
And D4, which is the steps. So this looks fairly straightforward. These will attach onto there. These onto the other side. And then we'll have these bits. Alright, so there is an attachment there and an attachment there, so that will attach onto there. And hopefully there's one on the other side as well. So it looks that way. So we go on there. This bit will be the back part, which I assume will go on there. And then we'll have the steps again, similar to the other ones. They're going to go up the front. Does look like there's attachments for that. But we'll get it together and we can have a proper look at it. Then once that's done, I imagine it's the head next, is it?
Yep.
Oh yes. So the actual statue's head. Kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, Statue of Liberty or something falling in Planet of the Apes mode. So we've got for that D9, D8, D10, D11 and D12. And then obviously this bit we're about to build is going to go on top of that. I will leave this separate for painting purposes. And plus it might be cool just to have like the statue head on its own without this on top of it as some background scenery. So I might not even stick it on after it's painted either. We shall see. But we'll get these parts off for now and get the rest of it together. Okay, so that's where we're up to. That's sort of still drying, so I want to try and get this next bit done pretty quick so I can rest this on top of it. So we've got the two pieces of statue's head here. It is truly massive. And then we have the face there. So we got in place there. We have the emblem, whatever that's meant to be. A sort of weird maw type face. I don't know what that's meant to be actually. It's on the Azir stuff as well. I thought it was like almost Idenethy. But then why is Sigmar on his head? Do you know what I mean? It's like the symbols off the Azir ruins.
Yeah, it's the same that the Sigmarites have on the shoulder pads.
Alright.
It's like
it's meant to be a lion.
A lion, yeah.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay.
No, I think it's meant to be, but it's like, it doesn't really look like one to me. So then that should fit under there. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and stick this together so I can prop this other part up and it can dry properly. And then we'll come back and we'll start on the barricades. We're going to have a revolution basically.
Okay, so here we have the barricades. I'm just waiting for Paul to say something about Les Mis or, you know, start singing something.
Do you
from
hear
the
the people sing?
There we go, there we go.
That kind of thing.
That kind of thing.
Beyond the barricades.
So
what do you want to see?
Okay. You see, I invited that, didn't I?
Yeah,
really?
it's your own fault.
It is, yeah. So here we have E3.
The show where
yeah.
the electronic arts and everything and all the
E4, got a bit of a skelly bob.
Yeah.
And E5, which is a skull. Looks like Boney from Trapdoor. So that all goes together. Next we have E12, which is this skeleton here, and E11. There we go, we've got those there. And then we've got E10 that attaches on the side of it. Here we've got E6, which is the back bit, and then these two skeletons, which are E7 and E8, and they attach on there. And then we've just got random ones, so I think that one is, that's E2, that one. E9?
Are they freestanding ones?
Yeah, so E9, E1, and then E14 and 13.
They're like
They're like walkways, yeah. So one thing I will say to you, Paul, be very careful because they're very sharp.
They look very spiky.
And spiky, yeah.
We'll be back with the statue head as well in a second. It's literally sat in front of me, still drying with the gantry on it and everything, so I want to get that sorted and get these sorted as well. Because this is becoming a long video.
It is.
Because there's a lot of stuff to put together. So I'll go ahead and we'll sort these bits out, get the barricades together, and then we'll come back and we can move on to the next piece of scenery. Yay! So there we have the statue with gantry and many barricades with spiky bits to be avoided at all costs. So there we go. So now we're going to move on to the buildings. So these are the ruins that come with this. Ruins. So we're going to start on those next. So we'll be back in 1 second. Okay guys, so we're back. Right, so from now on the instructions go a bit freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically we have all these like rainbow instructions. Not like rainbow connection, but rainbow instructions. Whereby it just tells you where you can, if you want, put things. So these ruins are pretty much modular, so you like I said earlier, I think you could attach them to the existing Azurite ruins as well, with a little bit of modification. But you literally get loads and loads of stuff, and you put it together how you want. One exception really is these little fountains, which are awesome, cool little things, which are 3-part things with an eagle head there, with that bit there, and that bit goes in the middle, and then we have these little bits of ruin, which kind of have to go with these little bits here, but that's it. And the rest of it, we've got 2 little pieces there that are just scattered terrain, and the rest of it are these buildings. We also have, these are the top parts of the building, so literally they will go together however you stick them together, like that, if you wanted, and then you put these corner pieces that you can put on top, and so on. There's these bits here where these bits can strut out of, like that, to make those sort of angles. If you don't want one of those, you can have that in there instead, just blocking it off, or you can have one of these in there. Again, just blocking it off and making it look like a bit of a room. That's it. So now I need to go ahead and actually put these together. So we'll be back when we're done. And everything will be done then, all the models. So we'll see you in a moment. Okay guys, so we've put together the ruins. This one I put together like it was in the book. They're quite flexible, they go together to be honest, and they look awesome. And
that's really cool.
I want more, but I've not need to get more because this you get a lot really. You can make at least 4 sort of size buildings. The others, I kind of just looked at the picture on the front and then just went, I'll make similar things just because I'm unoriginal. No, just so that they're similar enough that I can use them in the campaign and stuff. But really, you've got all these parts that can jut into these bits, and then you can add bits on like that. That's one ruin there.
That's pretty funky.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously, I mean, the thing is, they could probably sit on top of each other as well. So you could probably build these up into multi-layered ruins quite easily. Yeah, so you know, if you didn't put that bit on, you could just build it up. On. Or you could put that bit on, and so I don't know, you'd have to fill some of the edges maybe, or you could just use the smaller pieces. And the fact they can go at different angles, because that looks like a straight bit, but that's actually an angled bit that goes on straight. Or you could have put one that's going in that direction. Or
Well, that's really cool.
I know, it's really good. I want some.
They've really thought about that, haven't they?
I mean, I like the Azurite ruins, but these are better, really. And they fit in, so it's not like they're completely different, so I can still use the Azurite ruins with these. And as I said, you could probably file down the connections on the Azurite ruins and connect these up to them and everything. So that is the contents, the plastic contents of Warcry. There's lots. I've got a table full of stuff. Yes, and it takes a while to build because this video's probably gone over a couple of days. No.
Yeah.
So, what's next?
Playing it.
See, that's just it. I've lost track. That's how long it's taken. I don't know what's next.
I think what's next is we go away, we consult the core book and the rules.
Well.
Oh, hang on. Hang on, what have we got?
In the what's in the box, which you've seen, there is a getting started with Warcry scenario, where you use just a few of the models.
Oh, so maybe.
So I think that's where we start.
That's where we start.
At the beginning.
Why not? It's a very
like
good place to start.
Always start at the beginning because look on the bright side of life, or whatever the song goes.
Okay.
Right, so let's actually set this up to play that one. We'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, so we set up the board to do this sort of opening scenario. So we have these three models. I have the the Beast Speaker. Yep. I have the Roctus Prowler and the Prey Taker with Sawtooth Blade. Good thing I built him like on. And it says you have.
I have the Dominar, Armator, and Drillmaster.
So we have these three. We've got the cards for these. We've got all the dice and damage tokens out. We deploy 8 inches from the board edge. I think it's the long sides we're meant to deploy from, or is it the short sides? Does it say?
No, it just said, oh, the long. Sorry, yeah, both players roll a dice. The loser picks one of the long edges of the battlefield and sets up their fighters.
Right, so we should really be deploying like that, really. But for this purpose, because we've already got it set up this way, I'll tell you what, we'll just deploy 2 inches closer.
Okay.
Here we go. With cheat. Not cheat, just make up. Because we're all going to charge each other. There's no terrain involved in this. This is just about rolling dice.
I'll go to there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just how the actual system works.
I think we should have rolled off on that one, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should have rolled off on that.
We'll say you.
But again, it hardly matters because we. So.
I got 2 anyway.
Yeah, so I did deploy reverse correctly because I would have got to choose. There we go.
Yeah.
This bit's different from in the book though. This is like the initiative step. So it says in here just to roll dice. This isn't how the initiative actually works. So I think what we'll do after we've done this...
we'll go away and read the book.
Go away, read the book, come back and have a proper game with scenery and everything. But I go first. I'm going to choose... Do I choose to go first or do I choose to let you go first? That's the question. And I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Because why not? Feel good about that. Okay. So... we get 2 actions, don't we? So I'm going to start with a Roctus Prowler. So we've got movement there, movement of 8. So do you have the ruler? So,
it's there.
So he can move 8. So he's going to move 8 to the... right up in your grill, basically.
Okay.
The range of his attack is 1, so he's out of range to actually do anything. So I'm going to move right up on my second action, right to your grill. And I'm going to take an activation token, which is that, and I'm going to put that on my card. So now it's Claire's turn.
Okay. I'm going to activate her.
Yep.
And she's going to club.
Club. So she's got 2 weapons. She's got a club and she's got the whippy ball-assy
thing, yeah.
She's going to go club, is she?
Yeah, she's going to go club.
She's going to go clubbing.
So I get 4 dice.
So that is the... Let's have a look. So that's the club. That's the ball-ass whip thing. You get the amount of dice the sword shows, which in this case is 4. And the strength is this little fist symbol. And the damage that these things do is there and there. Now, the first figure is a normal hit and the second figure is a crit. So if you're close enough to use the club, it gets better crits basically and better damage on its hits. So it's worthwhile using that. So I'll give you that back, and you're going to go up against the
toughness.
This guy. So the toughness is 4, which is this little shield symbol here. So your strength is 4 and the toughness is 4.
So I need a 4 or a 5.
4, 5 or a 6, and the 6 being a crit. So we have 2, 4 and 5s. So the normal damage was 2, I believe. So that's a total of 4 damage. So I need
there's a 3 there.
3
and a 1.
and a 1.
Yeah.
So the damage tokens will go onto my card.
And because she's not moved, she's going to
Attack
have her again. Have at you.
Oh, we're going to crit this time. And another crit. Oh my lord.
We've got 2 crits,
and
a 5 and a 1.
So each of those does 4 damage, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
So that was the second of those 2 numbers. And that one does 2 damage.
Yeah.
For a total of 10 damage. Ouchie. That hurt. Definitely hurt. So now you deactivate those guys.
Yep, so put a little cross
and it's
on
my turn. So this is basically played in turn. No one side is dead, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our movement is 5. So bring her in, and she has a ranged whippy thing as well, which is 4. I don't know if that's going to be in range.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So we're going to roll for this range weapon. So again, this is range 4. 4 dice. Strength 4. What's your toughness on the woman drill master? 4.
4.
Right. Okay. So 4s. 3 hits. And that one does 1 damage each. So that's only 3 damage.
Okay.
Kind of disappointed on the damage front. And it's you again.
Okay.
Put the activation marker on there.
I'm going to activate him.
I think that might be a waiting marker on the other side. I'm not sure.
So he's going to move into base contact with her.
Yep. He only needs to be within 1 inch, but you can move into base contact. It's fine.
Okay. So he gets 3 dice.
It's an old school thing, moving into base contact.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. His toughness is 5.
What's his strength though?
I'm sorry, his strength is 5.
Strength 5. And hers is a toughness 4, so you are hitting on 3s.
So I've got a
So
crit
it's
there.
3s and a crit. So 2 normals and a crit.
So 2 lots of 2, so that's 4.
And
a 5.
So 9. Harder than Moses. 3 3s. Please. There we go. She has 15 wounds. So that's more than half of her wounds gone.
Oh, that's him done because he's moved and splattered.
This guy's movement is 4, so I think he's well arranged to do anything useful. Apart from move. So I'll bring him in. And that's that.
Okay, I've got this little dwarf.
The dwarf of dwarfiness.
Dwarf of dwarfiness.
No, he's definitely a dwarf because he's got a movement of 3.
Yes, he has.
What's the range on his weapon?
1.
1. So his maximum sort of combat effectiveness is 4 for 1 turn, so he's out of range. So I think in this turn you're just going to move him either into contact with the beastie or the one of those guys.
I think I'll help this one out. So
let's go over there.
3 and
3
then
and then
there.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So then you would start a new round because everyone's gone. So you'd probably take the activation tokens off, and then we'd re-roll initiative. 5 and 5.
6 and 6. 2.
4. Right, so I'll go first because I'll lose my razor tusk guy pretty quick. I haven't done any damage to her, have I?
No. 2.
What's her toughness?
You have done damage to her. Yeah.
Have I?
Yeah, you've done 3.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
What's her toughness?
Yeah,
she threw that thing.
Yeah, so it's 4.
Well, what's the dwarf's?
Dwarf is 4.
Oh, really? Same. How many wounds has he got?
Dwarf has got 12.
And how many wounds has she got?
15.
And how many has she got left? 12.
12.
So both on 12. I was going to attack her. I was going to try and eat the dwarf, but there we go.
Oh. What's he done to you?
So the Raptor's Prowler. He's going, and I'm going to roll lots of 6s. Fucking hell. Sorry guys. Right, so 2 6s, that's 10 wounds. And 2 normals, that's 2 wounds each, that's 14 wounds.
I think that's killed
He's
him.
eaten.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Neck.
I made myself swear then. I do apologise for anyone watching. Yes, that's surprised me.
Okay.
I was fully expecting just to die horribly though.
Sulk.
That's one attack. He's got another one left. He's going to eat the dwarf.
Okay.
He can do that. He can eat the dwarf. Eat the dwarf! No. But he does get, what's his, it's 4, wasn't it?
4, yeah.
Yeah, so it's equal. So that's 4 wounds on the dwarf. Slightly less spectacular. But nevertheless.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
He's going.
He's going to have a go.
I think that's wise.
Yeah.
Is he going to attack her?
Yeah.
I think that's also wise.
So he's got 3 dice.
Yep. So a crit, a hit.
And nothing.
So it was 3s you needed.
Yeah. So
how many wounds is that?
The normal does 2 wounds.
Yeah.
And the crit does 5.
So that's 7 wounds. Yeah. So she is dead. Very dead.
Okay. So for his next attack he's going to have a go at him.
Yep.
And that's just a 1 this time.
So is that 2?
So that's 2, yeah.
So he's quite weak though, this guy. He's only got 8. Compared to the others, he's only got 10 wounds in total, so he's into 8. Okay, so she's dead, so I can't activate her. She's gone. So I've only got one left to activate, which is him. Obviously, he's in a situation where he's going to have to fight. Fight! Kill! Do many wounds. So he needed... What's the toughness at? 4?
Yes, 4.
So he needed 4s. So that's 1 wound, 1 hit, sorry, 2 wounds in total. And his second action... Got a crit this time.
Ooh.
Which does 4 wounds. And 3 1s just to balance it out.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be that turnover.
Oh, the little dwarf's not gone.
Damn it. Dwarf's not gone. No.
Little dwarf's not gone. Leave him alone.
Dwarf of death.
Dwarf of death, yeah.
So what's he got? 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
So his normal strength's pretty palp actually. He only does 1 damage. But if he crits he does 4. Okay. So he's flailing wildly. So that's 2 wounds he's caused.
Yeah.
Which takes him on to 16. Even with 4.
Okay, so he's going to have another go.
Yep. And that's another 2 wounds. Come here. Leaving him on 2. All 2. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
So now we roll off. Who goes first? 3 this time. 6. So you get to choose which
I'll go
you wish
first,
to
please.
do. Are you going with the dwarf or you're going to try to chip those 2 wounds off? Could do it.
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah.
I think the dwarf's the more, considering I did 14 wounds.
He's in a bit of a delicate situation, yeah.
So again, 2 wounds. So you have killed the prowler.
Whew.
And he has 1 move left, so you can go waddling
over to help him.
So
waddle.
Yep. Right. Yeah. So it is me, my only guy left. Oh, I'm the only dude left. This is going to be spectacular murder leader now. What's this? How many wounds has he got left?
He's got 20 and he's suffered 6. So
14.
14.
It's doable. Maybe not. That's a total of 4 wounds. And a total of 6 wounds. So 4 for the crit, 2 for the normal. So he did do a nice amount of damage there, to be honest. It's pretty impressive.
He's got 16 wounds there.
He's got 4 left. So that was pretty savage, actually.
It was. So.
But now he's going to die.
He's gonna have a hit now.
So his first attack. It's a normal, so that's normal. That 2.
2.
So actually I'll just take, may as well take one off her. They're dead, so. And a crit.
And
So that's a total of 7, is it?
5, 6, 7, yeah.
Yeah, he only had 6 wounds left, so he's dead. Oh. So there we go. First victory goes to the angle. Not surprised, I did charge in recklessly, but there we go. I was quite surprised that he did 14 wounds in one round.
He's really good actually. He's very.
Hero 6s, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So there we go. So that's the basic game. The initiative doesn't work quite like that in the normal game. We will get into that when we play the normal game. But hopefully that's giving you a taster of it. Basically, that's how easy it is to play with the attacks and damage. There's no save rolls. There's just lots of wounds to plow through. So there we go. So we hope you've enjoyed this video. Please join us for some more Warcry, because we do need to got a pack of these, a pile of these, should I say, to unbox. So the next video, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some of the peripheral stuff like that. And Claire's going to show off her little case as well, the Warcry case. So you see what it looks like inside.
Do you have to?
What?
It's my case.
You're going to do that? I thought you were going to do it in the next video.
I can show them now.
You're not going to make them wait?
Oh, well, look.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, it's only because I'm kind.
I'd have made them wait.
No.
I'd have made them wait. So that is the Warcry official sort of case. It's nice. Keep your models safe. You definitely fit one full gang in there, maybe 2. And now they go in. There we go.
Yeah.
I think Claire just liked it because it was red.
I did actually. Yeah.
So join us for the next video when we do a bit more Warcry stuff. We're also going to play a game before we've painted them, and obviously they're now ready to go. So we will video ourselves playing our first full game of Warcry, where I'll still be the Untamed Beast and I'll still be the Iron Golems, and hopefully I can actually win a game on camera, which would be good. So please join us for that. Please like and subscribe. Please tell all your friends about us, and hopefully see you again soon.
See you soon.
Bye for now.